Solitaire's a weird game.
Okay, what?
I don't know. I was playing solitaire when I was waiting for you.
Oh.
And like try and pitch that, like elevator pitch that to somebody. Because it's really entertaining. But why?
It's literally well, I mean, it's patterns and it's number recognition, and I mean, yeah, it's just it's an easy.
So I got the next craze. All right, I'm gonna give you a deck of cards, and you're gonna
What's
lay
a deck
them
of
out,
cards?
and you're gonna lay them out.
They need to sell cards to me,
and then you're gonna match them. Wait! I know this. It's very exciting. I don't know. I just think it's weird.
Well, you go opposite on suit or opposite on colors. It's actually kind of an ingenious game if you think about it. It's super simple. It's like anybody can learn how to play it. Like,
what's Spider Solitaire?
A nightmare? I don't know. I've never learned it.
A nightmare. This is Tommy.
This is Jake.
This is Tommy
Jacob's mixtape.
Hi, everyone.
Oh, you beat me to it.
I did.
Yeah. Hello, everybody. We are back in the recording studio.
Yes, we
are. We
are
are back. It's been we recorded last week, but I realized, I was like, why does it feel so long? Because it's been 2 weeks because you were sick and so we just pulled out Willow and then you were home and now we're here. And now you guys are hearing me reiterate it.
Thanks.
No, welcome back though.
Yeah.
I missed this.
Not gonna lie, it was nice to record from the comfort of my own home.
In your pajamas.
Yeah. I mean, I wear pajamas.
Yeah,
here.
you wear your pajamas anyway, but
if I'm not at work, I don't wear hard pants. I'm a sweatpants kind of guy now.
Yeah, he's really given up.
I've given up. It's over, man. Game over.
What is your partner said when you go to you better bring real pants to Hawaii?
Yeah, I'm like, what? Why? So thank you. Today we are doing a movie that I don't understand why he picked it, but
okay, I'll tell you exactly why I picked it, because Cobra Kai season 4 recently came out, and we have some empty slots on stuff to fill in. So I was like, hey, let's do the forgotten stepchild of the Karate Kid series.
That still feels like a reach. So yeah, we're doing the next Karate Kid.
That's not a reach at all. Sorry, yeah, but yeah, we're doing the next Karate Kid. Sorry
released September 1994.
Yeah, I actually remember when this came out.
Oh really?
Yeah, and actually, I had the next Karate Kid kind of book. They made kids. It wasn't like a novel or anything, but it kind of told the story of the movie just through pictures and whatnot, and actually screenshots from the movie. As I was watching this, I was having legit flashbacks to my childhood. I've actually watched this movie a decent amount when I was a kid, and I don't know why. Because when I was a kid, I don't think I liked it.
I was 2, so I have no recollection of it.
But yeah, so next Karate Kid, it's got a 4.5 rating on IMDb, a 7% tomato meter rating on Rotten Tomatoes, and a 24% audience score, and a 36 Metacritic percentage.
Yeah.
This movie is so strange.
It's really, really weird.
Yeah, so you said you gave did you do September 9th on its release? Is that what you said? So, strangely, it was first aired August 3rd in Belgium and France, and then had an August 12th limited release, and then was finally released September 9th nationwide.
Weird.
So, it literally had a month, and, overseas for some weird reason. So, it's box office numbers. It was number 113 domestically, and then number 91 worldwide. And literally half of its sales were worldwide, pretty much.
Yeah, and to give an idea of, what was out, this, I didn't realize Lion King was that old. Number 1 was Lion King, then Forrest Gump, True Lies, which is that Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, Arnold Schwarzenegger and Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yeah, okay. The Santa Claus, which is cool too, because they're going to be making that series. You hear about that?
No.
It's a rumor that they're bringing back that.
Is
franchise.
Tim Allen going to be in it?
He's going to be Santa Claus.
I'm over Tim Allen.
And number 5 is the Flintstones, which would be really fun to review.
That actually would be a fun one to review.
Ooh, what we should do? We should do cartoon live adaptations.
Yeah, that's not a bad. I like that.
Like Scooby Doo.
Yeah, let's add that to the list.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
And also, just because I'm seeing it with Dumb and Dumber, this was Jim Carrey's breakout year because he did Dumb and Dumber, The Mask, and Ace Ventura. It all came out this year.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, like it was. He went from In Living Color and just like did these movies and just, and then Jim Carrey's fucking.
Oh yeah, happy birthday by the way, Jim Carrey.
Yeah, there's fun. Eat my cream corn in my
Dude, he's 60.
Yeah, he's 60. He looks great.
I felt the gray hair growing as I read that. I was like 60.
The amount of gray hairs in my beard right now is getting ridiculous. It's crazy.
I got one really prominent one right in the center of my beard.
Yeah, I know. I want to pull it out all the time.
I could see people staring at it. Do you not?
But yeah, okay. So, do you have your Tommy synopsis?
Troubled teen girl meets Miyagi. Karate ensues. Kicks creep's ass.
Yeah, he is creep.
Dude,
this dude. We'll get to that. Like, I'm terrified for her.
Multiple times. Because I watched it at work.
Yeah.
Multiple times. I paused it and was just like, what the fuck? And everyone's like, what? I'm like, nothing. You're not yet to be there.
Yeah. All right, so let's go into people. So this was directed by Christopher Kane, who really, I would say, was more of an 80s. Like his he's been directing for a while, but his biggest hits, his most probably famous hits are from the 80s, starting with like Young Guns, probably his biggest thing that he directed.
That's the only thing I recognized.
I recognized The Principal. And I recognized Gone Fishing as well because of Danny Glover and Joe Pesci.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like we talked about that before.
We may have. And then I remembered Amazing Panda Adventure, and that just kind of made me think, what was with the early 90s? And all of these, like...
Oh, my God, I remember that one.
Amazing Panda Adventure?
I remember that one.
Okay, so... early 90s, and all of these like weird like young kid saving wild animal hero journey story. You have The Amazing Panda Adventure. You have Born to Be Wild with the kid and the gorilla. You have Free Willy.
Flipper.
Yeah, the Flipper's also that's based off of like a 1950s television show.
Oh, okay. Mighty Joe Young.
Yeah, that's close. Yeah, that's another one.
Is that kind of like
but
where you're leaning?
Kind of, but it's more of like kid breaks animal out of enclosure or whatever and tries to take it to freedom. Like it's weird. I was just sitting there like there's a lot. I mean, it even made me think of Homeward Bound.
Well, even this movie too. There's a fucking eagle.
Yeah, right. It's like let's save the eagle.
Yeah.
like okay, like I guess this is just a thing that's happening.
And then now I just want to go on this deep dive of 90s.
I was thinking about that. Like I think that would be another interesting thing to put on. But I don't. That would also because it could be just mind numbing with just.
No, I don't mean even like just a back and forth.
Oh yeah.
Just try and think of like.
Oh yeah.
Different ones.
But yeah, so Christopher Kane. Yeah, he hasn't really done much as of late.
Mm-hmm.
And most of his movies I saw actually kind of have like lower IMDb ratings in general. So.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of his movies were like popcorn movies.
Yeah, I mean, Young Guns. I think it really just has a good rating because of the cast, and it had a fun story to it.
Yeah,
Billy the Kid and everything.
It was a pretty good cast too,
Yeah.
especially for that time.
Oh yeah, no, like Emilio Estevez, Charlie Sheen, Dylan Dermont. I can never say his goddamn name. But yeah, so
Charlie Sheen before he was like Tiger's Blood.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
So let's go into writers. Writer. I do want to do a quick shout to Robert Mark Kamen, who created the Karate Kid series. But he's credited for this movie for characters, which is really Miyagi. He created Mr. Miyagi, and then someone was like, let's do Karate Kid 4, pretty much. And
yeah.
He agreed to do it. And they hired Mark Lee to write this. And his other 2 credits on IMDb.
Fortunes of War and Hostage Negotiator.
That's it. And I tried to look him up on Wikipedia. I tried to look him up on the webs. Nothing. I couldn't find anything about this guy.
And for Robert Mark Cameron too, like Fifth Element, the Transporter series, Taken. Yeah. We did a whole like deep dive on him a while ago.
I think it was more of a deep dive on Luke Besson when we did a Fifth Element. We found out that him and
no, but we also did Cobra Kai when it first came out.
I guess we did. I kind of forgot about that.
Yeah, we did like when the first season came out.
No, not the first season.
It wasn't the first season?
No, it was like season 2 or 3. Because the first season was released on YouTube when YouTube had its own TV series.
Right, because I was pissed because I was like, man, I really want to watch this, but I don't want another streaming service.
Exactly.
Right,
and then YouTube just, ate shit.
Yeah.
Netflix bought it, and yeah. So yeah, like it's this movie is really just carried by the character of Miyagi. Like that's the only reason like people would really know this movie.
Well, yeah, I mean, even like if you're gonna go into like this is also this fourth installment. This is the one that performed the worst.
Yeah, it's actually interesting if you look in order, like IMDb ratings, like they literally drop almost a complete point with each one.
For each one,
it's like Karate Kid is like 7.4 or something. Karate Kid Part 2 is like 6.1. And then Karate Kid Part 3 is like 5.6.
Let's be totally honest about this. Nothing needed to happen after the first one.
No, it didn't.
The only thing that is kind of interesting is when they go to Japan because it gives Miyagi more.
I like Part 2. I actually think Part 2 is one of my favorite in the entire series.
God, in Part 3 he goes emo Parker.
Yeah, exactly.
I forgot about it.
No, yeah. Then he learns the inner strength, and then Miyagi pretty much spends the entire movie going, "Daniel-san, no, it's bad. Cobra Kai bad."
I don't think I've ever seen the third one.
It's not good.
Anyways.
Yeah.
But
I think it's free on IMDb TV.
Is it?
Yeah.
I'll check it out. But I had like a budget of like 12 million and grossed 15, 8 domestically, 6 foreign. But like it's like number one, budget of 8 million, grossed 90 million.
Yeah.
Like the other ones are pretty crazy. This one is kind of like made some money, kinda, sorta.
Because nobody asked for it.
That's true. Nobody. Yeah. Because when did the first one come out?
84, which is literally 10 years prior to this
too
one.
long.
Yeah.
It's too long. Well, it's like it's not long enough. Like Cobra Kai coming out now works.
Yeah.
But 10 years, it's like I needed to let it stew.
We'll get into that. We'll get into that portion, like why it did get created in bull crap. But let's go into starring. Let's go to that next. And yeah, let's start with Noriyuki, Pat Morita, who is Mr. Miyagi, and really he's really just more known for being Mr. Miyagi than anything. He was nominated for an Oscar for the Karate Kid with it. But he's also the Emperor of China in Mulan. And he's really, before Karate Kid, probably more known for older audiences as Arnold in Happy Days.
Yeah, because I mean, he started acting in like 1964.
Yeah, he has 175 acting credits on Wikipedia.
Yeah, he was like Babes in Toyland. What I think is fucking hilarious is that he's in Bloodsport 2 and 3.
Yeah.
Because that's Johnny's like Bloodsport 1 is like Johnny's favorite movie. Yeah. But I'm also curious how they're going to tie that into the Miyagi verse.
We'll find. I love that it's called the Miyagi verse. I forgot that it's called the Miyagi verse until we were doing this research. But I also do want to point out that Pat Morita, the 2 shows that he was on, they were kind of short-lived, but they were recognized as 2 shows that made history for having like an Asian American lead. And that was Mr. T and Tina and O'Hara. And Mr. T and Tina is a spinoff of, I think that's a spinoff of Happy Days. No. Oh, it's a spinoff of Welcome Back, Kotter. That's right. And then O'Hara was like a police-themed drama that he was the lead in.
Okay.
So, I mean, just showing that representation out there.
I actually didn't know he passed away.
Oh yeah,
in 05. I didn't know that.
I knew that he had passed away. I didn't know when.
I had no idea. But yeah, so that's Pat. I really like him.
He's great.
He just has such a nice face. He's very like warm. I'm like, give me a hug. Come here, Miyagi. Touch me with those healing
Mr.
hands.
Miyagi, heal me, Miyagi.
Put those healing hands on me. Come on, bring it in.
All right, let's move on.
Bring it in.
Nobody can see you.
Next up, Hilary Swank,
Yeah.
which is pretty crazy because this is like her big
This is her breakthrough role.
Breakthrough role. I totally always forget that she was in Buffy.
I love that. No, because she's just like the friend. Yeah. She's kind of more of a quick comedic relief. But this movie, I will say, I can see why this is her breakthrough role. There's some great moments with her and Pat Morita.
There is, but there's also some really terrible moments.
Oh, there's some very cringy moments as well. But like, no, it's like there was a couple moments where I'm like, I see it. I see where she was going, because she's won 2 Academy Awards. One for Boys Don't Cry and the other one for $1 Million Baby.
That's what's crazy too, is like her 2 like big starting roles. Buffy as like the side friend, this popcorn kind of movie, and then looking at her list, she did some fucking intense shit.
Yeah. Like, have you seen Boys Don't Cry?
Long time ago.
Yeah, I saw it back in high school, and holy hell.
But yeah, like Boys Don't Cry, Insomnia, which is really good.
Is that the one with Al Pacino and
Yeah.
Robin Williams?
Yeah.
I haven't seen that in a while as well.
Where he like goes to like Alaska or something, and he's like all fucked up.
Because they're in their 12 days of daytime or whatever.
Daytime cycle
Yeah.
kind of thing. Yeah, $1 Million Baby, Black Dahlia.
Yeah, she was Amelia in Amelia Earhart.
Yeah.
What's that horrible movie with Gerard Butler?
P.S. I Love You.
Yeah, there we go.
No, I was just letting you know.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah.
Actually, I've never seen it. I can't judge it.
It's a rom-com.
It's a rom-com. But isn't he like dead? And like she's like reading letters from like.
Yeah, it's actually pretty sad. That's when he like ripped it apart. I'm like, it's actually kind of a sad concept.
I just made myself sad.
Yeah. It's like he dies. I can't remember how he dies, but yeah, he like has written her all these like letters that she's reading to like help with her grief. And it's fucking Gerard Butler.
I'm a horrible person.
It's pretty sad.
Do you want to go to Michael Ironside next?
Yeah, fuck yeah, I do. The guy's just a great dick.
He is.
He's a wonderful dick.
A great dick. It's like, because just really quick, he's in Starship Troopers as their like the general. No, not the general. Their
platoon leader.
Yeah.
Guy.
And doesn't he have like a fake? He has like a metal arm or something, or like a robotic.
Yeah,
arm?
It's like like really cheesy robot arm.
Yeah. He's in Total Recall.
This might be totally off base, sorry, but real quick, Starship Troopers. Is Neil Patrick Harris in that?
Yes.
Okay, I didn't know if that was a fever dream.
No. He's like
a psychic, right?
Yeah. He's the one that communicates with the bugs.
Right. Okay. Cool. Yeah. So like Total Recall, Top Gun, Highlander 2, which I don't remember him in Highlander 2.
Do you remember Highlander 2?
Not really.
It's set in the future.
Is it?
Yes.
No way.
It's dude, like it's like that. If we want to go down a rabbit hole of a franchise that needed to end at the first one, that is 100% a franchise, because the first one.
How many are there?
4 or 5, and then
there's
the
a
TV
spin-off
series, and then there's the sci-fi series. Yeah. Because like the first one is fucking great in my opinion, but it's got like a 6 something on IMDb. But then like it immediately just drops horrible in like production value and like writing and whatnot. And
which is kind of saying something, because the first one's not that great.
No, it's like all the spark every time the sword hits concrete.
Cling, sing, cling.
Sparks.
It's Power Rangers.
Yeah, no, yeah. Michael Ironside though. I automatically now quickly think of him in the episode that he's in Community, where he plays like. Do you remember the courtroom drama one where they're trying to figure out who boiled the yam?
Yeah.
And he comes
it's like a Law and Order episode.
Uniform.
Well, I wanted to point out that I didn't realize, but he's fucking dark side.
Yeah, no, I was like, who's gonna bring it up first?
How incredible is that?
He should be casted as dark side too, like physically, like, dude. Yeah, he is dark side since Superman, the animated series. So then in Justice League Unlimited, in everything that's really had Darkseid, I feel like moving forward, he is Darkseid.
And he's like,
and he has the perfect face for it too.
When I also thought was cool, I didn't know this either, that he's fucking Sam Fisher in Splinter Cell. I never knew that.
Oh, really? I didn't see that.
I haven't. I mean, I guess I haven't played Splinter Cell since like Xbox 360 era.
I've never played Splinter Cell.
It's like Double Agent. I think you'd like Splinter Cell. It's all, covert op.
Yeah,
sneaky.
It's really hit and miss with me on this, because I've never really gotten into Metal Gear Solid as well.
That's a very different thing. Metal Gear Solid's a very, very different than Splinter Cell. One's very grounded in reality. One's very not.
All right.
Yeah, maybe like Metal Gear Solid because that shit gets wild.
It does.
It gets fucking crazy.
Yeah. Okay, but let's keep, did you have any other actors you wanted to bring up?
Your boy's in this.
Walt Goggins?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is like his breakout role.
Yeah, it was like his first movie role.
I can't remember his name.
Really, you can never remember his name? I think honestly, like his role in Shanghai Noon is just one of my favorite characters, like side characters that I've ever seen. Because
you
he's
definitely brought that up before.
Yeah, I know. Like because
where'd you find this guy? Texas.
Texas?
Are you kidding me?
Oh man. So yeah, like Walt Goggins. Yeah, I mean, I can't remember what else he's been in though, off the top of my head right now.
I think he was in Justified.
Oh, he's in the Unicorn, that new TV show, or newish.
Oh my god, I forgot about that show.
Yeah, he's like
that show is so sweet, and it's such a weird role for him because he's just so.
And not that. I think that's why he was a great cast for it as well.
He's just lovely. He's just widowed dad doing his best. Oh, forgot about that show. That show got me actually. Now I think about it.
Yeah, you went up an octave there. And then I guess a quick shout out to Chris Conrad, who's the love interest in this. Who
Ned? No, Ned's the bad guy.
Eric.
Who
Yeah.
is the? Oh yeah, and then Michael Cavalieri.
Yeah, but he hasn't really done anything.
No, I know, but he's also. I mean, he's kind of a pivotal.
Yeah.
He's the bully. He's the Johnny.
Yeah, and Chris Conrad, he kind of looks like I can't remember his name now off the top of my head.
Oh, I really wanted you to tell me because I kept looking. I'm like, man, he really reminds me of someone, but I can't think of who.
Did you ever see the Bad Double Dragon movie? Or
yeah, he does look like that guy.
Yeah, you know who exactly.
I know what his name is, but
he's also in the movie Go.
Also, quick, what do you mean the Bad Double Dragon movie? Is there a good one somewhere?
Fair.
I think you just mean the Double Dragon.
The Double Dragon movie that should not exist. But yeah, no, Chris Conrad. He had probably actually. I mean, looking at his list, the most notable thing I saw for him is he's like one of the like main side characters in the Young Hercules TV show that was starring Ryan Gosling that I completely forgot existed. It was like,
is that connected to
like the
Xenoverse?
I think it is, yeah.
Where like Carl Urban plays like 6 different characters in each like.
Yeah, it's No, not. Oh wait, maybe it's not because there was also the Hercules show.
Is that maybe what you're crossing?
Yeah, I think it's supposed to be, but then he's young. But he's young Hercules. Ryan Gosling was young Hercules. Let's just think about that for a second. Ryan Gosling was young Hercules in a live action thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just like I forgot, and I don't know. It just kind of there's something about it that doesn't make sense to me, but it does. It just feels weird. It feels like it's a Mandela effect happening in my brain, and I don't know why. Like I feel like it's like
Johnny Depp played a guy with scissor hands. Like I don't know what's your point.
All right, I'm the crazy one. I get it.
I don't get the point.
Let's move on.
Okay.
Let's go to stunts because I think that's important to talk about Patty Johnson, the stunt coordinator for this.
Yeah.
Who is also the stunt coordinator for the first 3 Karate Kid movies as well.
And he's the referee.
In the first one, yes. Mm-hmm. And I always was like, I remember like every time I watch a movie, I see him where he's like, doing the flag and whatnot. I'm like, dude, that guy's jacked as fuck. Mm-hmm. And now I know who it is. I'm like, oh, that makes fucking sense.
He's a 9th degree black belt.
Yeah. But he's also been the stunt coordinator and fight choreographer for famous movies like Mortal Kombat and the first Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie. Well, the 3 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movies and Punisher Warzone.
Oh my god, I forgot about Punisher Warzone.
Yeah. So this guy's actually he's done some like the Karate Kid was probably
Does that have anything to do with the first one?
What, Warzone?
Yeah.
I don't remember at all. I don't remember.
I remember.
I don't know if I've seen it.
I remember seeing it. I don't remember. I remember it was cool. It was comically violent. Like it was not like the first one because the first one was kind of like grounded in reality a little bit. This one was like
yeah.
Did you know there was a Punisher game on the original Xbox
Oh my God, no!
And
Really?
you could do environmental kills. Like I remember distinctly, you could throw a guy in like a piranha tank.
Oh, that's fucking.
It was actually
Dope.
It was pretty cool. Like, environmental kills. It was ridiculous. Again, oh sorry, I'm very unfocused right now.
You're good. But yeah, so just wanted to kind of give a shout out to Patty Johnson. I'm moving forward. I really want to start focusing on like an aspect of the movie and like find like who were the people behind that.
Well, no, yeah, like going back to like, well, and Patty Johnson is really interesting because I go to tie in with specifically Hilary Swank too, because he.
Oh yeah.
So like training these people, he said that if he basically like had a year with Hilary Swank, she could be in the worldwide like professional circuit of karate
And actually be competitive. Like,
yeah, because she's that just naturally good.
athletic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, she's also good. She's fucking all limbs in this movie, dude. She is just legs and arms. You know what I mean?
Oh, so like lanky?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's very lanky.
Yeah. And she's also only 5'6".
Really?
Yeah.
I always thought she was really tall.
Same, and I think it's because of how long her goddamn legs are. She's just got some long legs.
I really thought she was really tall. And yeah, and she's just been like a natural athlete too. She apparently like also competed in like Junior Olympics.
Oh yeah, she was a swimmer.
Yeah, like she's.
What else? I saw the other one. I can't think off the top of my head, but yeah, no, she was athletic as a kid in sports and stuff.
Yeah, so I thought that was interesting.
How do you want to?
And like the fact that she like did a lot of her own shit was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's move into reviews. What do you got?
Gotta go back. I gotta figure out a different format to write this. So on Metacritic, this has 1 positive, 9 mixed, and 5 negative.
I can't believe there's a positive.
The positive one, San Francisco Chronicle, Peter Stack wrote this little blip about it. The next Karate Kid has all the markings of a terrible movie, but never quite becomes one. One reason might be that cinematographer Laszlo Kovacs just loves a beautiful picture.
Okay.
And Laszlo Kovac.
And did you look up see what he's done?
Yeah, because I was like, well, I mean, that's a pretty poignant point. And I'm sorry if I'm butchering the name. Yeah, so Kovacs was a director for, cinematographer for a really long time. He passed away in 2007. But such things that you might recognize as he did Ghostbusters.
Oh, okay.
Mask.
The Cher one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Multiplicity.
Oh, fuck.
Which is still one of my favorite movies.
Okay.
Miss Congeniality and Jack Frost are the ones that stuck out to me.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Steve.
A pizza.
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 I want pizza.
God, I will never forget the moment when he realizes that his wife slept with all 3 of his clones.
That movie, I wonder how that aged.
No, probably not good.
Probably not great.
We should watch it though sometime.
Yeah, I really.
But okay, let's go back into reviews.
Okay, and then Chris Williams from LA Times. If this installment is just slightly less laborious than Karate Kid 2 or 3, it is not from Mark Lee's surprise-free script or Christopher Kane's placid direction, but because young Swank really might be a find. Early on, she's such a convincingly testy teen that parents may flinch, but she does seem to blossom before your eyes, which I just thought was interesting because it's like
that's actually very accurate.
Yeah, he like hit it like Hilary Swank became a very well-known, successful actor. You know, like. And then let's see which one was the most brutal. Clifford Terry at Chicago Tribune. It should be obvious to any. Oh God, I don't know. Okay. It should be obvious to anyone at this point in time. Excuse me. Let's start all over. It should be obvious to anyone at this point in time that Kid is getting a little long in the tooth. As Miyagi might say, those who keep milking same idea end up killing cash cow.
Does Miyagi actually say that?
No, I think Miyagi might say.
Oh, okay.
I think they were just speaking through
channeling their Mr. Miyagi.
Inner Mr. Miyagi.
Yeah, ouch. I mean, that's not wrong as well.
The next Karate Kid is equally pointless, a 4th installment of a series that stopped kicking and started creaking in round 2.
Yeah, god damn. So I guess this kind of goes into more like why are we doing this movie, as well as let's talk about why the fuck this movie was made, because it should not have been made, really. other than it was literally. So the research that I found on it is that a lot of people are like, why isn't LaRusso back? Why isn't Daniel LaRusso back?
Because he didn't want to.
Nope. Ralph Macchio wasn't even asked.
Yeah, but I saw another interview where he was like, I wouldn't have wanted to do
it.
Yeah,
he's like, I don't think I would have wanted to. Like, it was kind of like already the story was ended. Robert Mark Kamen wasn't involved with it or anything, but the studio themselves were just like, we want to move. We want the studio. It was pretty much the studio and the producers like, we want to do another Karate Kid. Pat Morita's on board. We don't want to worry about Ralph Macchio anymore. That story's been done. Let's do something new.
Yeah, and I read somewhere that he didn't want to be the Sylvester Stallone of the Karate Kid.
Yeah, that's fair too. Also, it's like they started filming the Karate Kid in '84 when he was like, I think he was actually in his early 20s, late teens. But Ralph Macchio just has a very naturally young looking, look to him. Even now today in Cobra Kai, you can definitely tell he's aged, but him and Andrew Silver, they're only like 2 years apart in age. The guy that plays the fucking Psycho in season 4.
No, they're not.
Something like that. Yeah, or maybe 5. Like, they're close in age, actually. Yeah, that's what I'm fucking saying, dude. But the studio didn't even approach him at all. Like, he was like, yeah, they didn't like. I guess they just wanted to move on with it. So
yeah, I even was reading too that Hilary Swank, when she did the not interview. What am I trying to audition
process?
Yeah, when she did the audition process, she thought that she was going to be like a love interest for
Daniel LaRusso. Yeah, she thought she was auditioning to be the girlfriend.
She was like 18, and
yeah.
he was like 34.
Yeah,
or
right?
something like that. Like,
well, anyway, that's where I was kind of going through. So Karate Kid, like he started like when he like Ralph Macchio was like, and maybe in his early 20s, late teens, and then a couple like 3 years later they do Karate Kid Part 2, and Karate Kid Part 2 is literally like just the following week of the tournament.
Oh, yeah. It takes place like right after, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Karate Kid Part 3 is literally almost right after they get back from Japan.
Huh.
Like,
this kid had a crazy summer.
Yeah, right? And apparently aged 8 years.
He had a crazy summer.
Exactly, right?
Spent the entire summer getting his ass kicked.
Kicking ass. Taking names.
Let's be real. He gets his ass kicked more than he kicks ass.
Okay.
All the bad guys have like what? There's like 3 installments of them beating him up, and then
he doesn't really get beat up much. He beats himself up in Part 3.
He gets his ass kicked a lot in the first one.
Yeah, he does.
Like a lot.
And in Part 2, he doesn't get in Part 2, he's already kind of like learned a lot of Miyagi-Do. So like he is kind of, there's like fights, but he's not getting his ass kicked. He's more just defending and then running. Because fighting is bad, according to Miyagi. Someone always gets hurt.
Uh-huh. I'm sorry, I'm trying to remember.
Okay, well, let's focus back on the next Karate Kid. And why the fuck it was made. And should it have been made. Should it have been made? I don't think it should have been made. But we got Hilary Swank out of it, so all right.
Yeah, that's a good point, too.
It's like
what would have happened?
Yeah, it's like if this movie doesn't get made, where does, like, we don't get Hilary Swank. And she's a wonderful actress. Like, she's not one of those actresses that I see, I'm like, oh, I want to watch it. But like, if there's something I see Hilary Swank in it, I'm like, I get interested. I'm like, I wonder what it's like. That's a weird way to say that.
Yeah, a little bit.
And then my next question, I guess, is with Cobra Kai, does this need to be involved into the Cobra Kai series?
Like have Julie come in as a character? I mean, to be fair.
How would it work? Because that's also another thing is like the next Karate Kid, this story is so separate from the original 3 Karate Kid movies. It's not about Cobra Kai. It's not about a karate tournament at all.
There's honestly really very little karate in this movie.
It's not even. It's literally like it's like Mr. Miyagi's summer adventure.
It's more about young teen.
It's a teen drama that happens to have Mr. Miyagi in it.
Yeah, exactly. It's about a teen coming to terms with grief.
Yeah,
that's like the underlining theme.
Yeah,
and then fucking Pat shows up. Like,
Yeah, so
teach you to control your anger, you know.
it's like, I guess the only way I could see her coming into the show at all would be like hearing something about Miyagi-Do and wanting to come see who's starting this, like who's doing this Miyagi-Do dojo, you know, like who started.
Yeah,
like maybe she's upset, like someone's shaming the name of Miyagi or something. But
my biggest question is like, would she?
Yeah.
If offered the role.
Oh yeah, would Hilary Swank do it?
Would Hilary Swank as like an Oscar-winning?
I don't think she would.
Professional, would she? Because it's like,
but I mean, I don't know.
Cobra Kai's garbage. I love it, but
she might do it though, just because of like out of like the acknowledgement of knowing that the next Karate Kid like jump started her career. Like there's like a possible like respect for that, you know? And, and it also, the show is fun enough where it could be like,
it's a great.
Yeah. It's like she might see it as like this could be like a fun little, like, I'm not saying that she would probably be like a main character, but a cameo, like what they had with last season when he went back to, with Elizabeth Shue, but also when he went back to Japan and he meets up with, I forget her name, but his Miyagi's like a niece, and also the guy that he fought, who I think who owns a restaurant in Seattle, I think actually.
Huh.
Yeah, I've been meaning to. I always remember that, and I'm like, I try to find it because I want to go to the restaurant. So let's remember that. Okay. So I could see her do a cameo, you know.
Yeah.
But also then why and how? Because her only connection is Mr. Miyagi, and if Mr. Miyagi has already passed away, why would she?
Well, like you said, the whole she hears about Miyagi-Do or some shit. But even then, it's like that. Yeah, how would that? Because it's not, again, like Julie wasn't involved in tournaments and stuff. So is she going to be following the world of karate?
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Like professional competition karate.
Yeah.
Like.
It's like where how it's like, and the showrunners of Cobra Kai have said that it is part of Miyagi, the Miyagi verse.
I know, and that's why I'm curious about Bloodsport 2 and 3.
Jesus,
does Bloodsport 2 and 3 not exist in this universe?
No, they do. There's probably just, I don't know.
I want them just.
You're getting too meta with it.
I really want, but I want to
take it out. Just get it out of your mind now. Oh, where'd my brain just go? Yeah, I mean, I guess just like I don't foresee the next Karate Kid really being part of Cobra Kai at all. But I mean, especially like this movie.
If she shows up and she's like, I also have a school called Julie-Do.
Jesus. With her boyfriend who he wanted to be an air pilot.
Yeah, or like what if they just blend it all together? Instead of karate, because she also was a boxer. It's like she's like an MMA.
Let's not go down that path.
Like she shows up.
Did she die in $1 Million Baby?
I'm gonna be totally honest with you.
I've never seen it.
I've never seen it either. I've never seen it in the library. It was one of those ones. I missed it. You know.
Yeah. No. Same.
I just missed it, and then it's like it just never came up again. Like in my life, like
until now.
Yeah. Like it's just never.
And now we're on the hot seat.
Well, because when did that come out? I'm sure it's an age thing.
2003, I'm gonna say.
2003.
That's what I'm putting on. That's what I'm putting my money on. Give me a 2003.
2004.
Oh, well, I didn't go over.
Yeah, no, because 2004.
I was 17, junior in high school.
Yeah. So 2004, I would have been.
Aren't you? Or you're 5 years younger than me, right? No.
I'm gonna be 30.
You're gonna be 30. So yeah, you're 5.5 years younger than me.
So I'm in middle school.
Yeah. So you're like 12.
Yeah. So yeah, the 12-year-old missing $1 Million Baby.
Yeah, you're not.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Like that makes sense. And it just never came back around. But why the fuck were we talking about that? What happened?
You went down a rabbit hole.
Alone, apparently.
All right. So I mean, I guess let's just like actually get into the movie now. Because
yes, let's.
Did you know? So Miyagi's name is wrong in this. At the very beginning, they call him Kietsu. Miyagi,
Mm-hmm.
but his name, which is confirmed by Cobra Kai, is Narayoshi.
Yeah, but wouldn't that be Cobra Kai's wrong? Because this came out first.
No, they actually I think Robert Mark came in just like they've all, it's been accepted. The Cobra Kai universe is the proper Miyagi verse. So Miyagi's first name is Narayoshi.
Cool. So we go and he's getting an award.
Did you remember Did you remember the Karate Kid animated series?
No.
Okay, I just remembered that. No, I don't want to talk about it, but it was like, oh my god, it was really bad. They went on adventures trying to find a hidden temple. It's really weird.
That is so weird. It's like what was that other show?
Mighty
like
Max.
No, like martial arts.
Back to the Future, the animated series. Remember that?
No.
Yeah.
No, the Jackie Chan Adventures.
Oh, Jackie Chan Adventures.
Remember that one?
Yeah.
They'd run around looking for talismans that give you animal powers and shit.
Yep.
That was also a hot piece of garbage, but really fun. You know, like because remember, like the intro would start, and then like real Jackie Chan would like pop up.
Oh, that's right.
And then he'd like turn into cartoon Jackie Chan and like go running, and then he'd pop up again.
God, he must have gotten so much money for that goddamn show. Yeah. All right. How about I go through my quick bullet of the movie?
Okay.
My rundown, Jacob's rundown.
You gotta start writing reviews again.
I'm gonna start writing reviews for movies that I really feel like need a review.
Okay.
I guess I could have written about Grief with this one.
Just saying, Tommy and Tommy are very disappointed every time.
All right. Well.
I mean, I don't want to. Actually, I take that back. I'm not gonna speak for him. I'm
never mind. It's like it takes a lot. I mean, we're doing a movie every week now. Like it's taking a lot out of me.
That is fair. When you're doing reviews, we weren't doing like one a week. Yeah, that's fair. Well, then I think also Star Wars fucked it up.
Yeah.
What are you
Star Wars. No, it was the sports block when I was writing the same review.
No, yeah, no, but I meant like the getting tired from the same kind of themed thing.
Yeah.
It was like the beginning of that was Star Wars. I remember
Yeah,
both of us being...
Yeah. I mean, that was kind of rough.
Fucking...
Okay, so this is my quick little... The plot, the plot points. Plot points. Jacob's plot points? Sure.
Glad I could help you with that.
All right. Miyagi accepting honor. Intro, Julie, angry kid. Miyagi stays. Julie has Hawk. Cobra Kai, Alpha Boys. What?
Alpha Elite.
Alpha. I just want to call them Alpha Boys. Uncomfortable chase. Miyagi and Julie connect.
Dude.
Go to monastery. Find inner self. School is toxic. Free angel. Prom. What the fuck was that stunt? Fight on the docks. How does Miyagi keep attracting all these sociopaths around him?
Why are there so many sociopaths that love to torture teenagers in this universe? Dude, that's my favorite thing about this whole franchise.
Yeah.
Are these psycho adults
that just want to just apparently their childhoods were horrendous, so they have to force other children's childhoods to
it comes off borderline almost like a sexual fetish.
Jesus.
They're predatory. It's fucking insanity to me. I love it. Because remind me too. I know this is supposed to be about Nick's Karate Kid, but it's a franchise, the whole universe.
Yeah, I wanted to kind of bring not forget about Cobra Kai with this as well.
Was Kreese that crazy in the first one?
Yeah. Oh my god, yeah.
I feel like that every single time they got worse and worse.
They do because at the end of the Karate Kid, he's choking out Johnny Lawrence for losing. And Miyagi has to step in.
Right, that's when he punches through the windows, right?
Yeah, Miyagi steps in and saves Johnny's life pretty much.
Yeah, but that's the his pinnacle of crazy, right?
Yeah, but you kind of see it underlining through the entire movie with Cobra Kai's whole no mercy mentality, you know?
Yeah, they both are. Kreese and Silver are both vets too.
Yeah, they're Vietnam vets.
And then Cobra Kai shows that they went through some shit.
Yeah. So yeah, no, Kreese is off kiltered.
Dude, Kreese now, the actor, I don't know what is. Do you know his name?
John. No, that's actually his first name. I don't know.
Okay, picture him now, real quick, and now imagine his face green. Who do you think of?
Martian Manhunter.
No, that's not what I was going for. But okay.
Oh,
evil mask.
Oh.
Right.
Oh. Yeah.
Like to the T.
Damn. Yeah.
Every time I see him, I'm just like, Damien or whatever the fuck his name was. Yeah. That's what. Sorry. It's like, he's got a crazy facial structure.
All right, so let's actually talk about next Karate Kid. So yeah, the movie starts off with Miyagi. He's accepting some type of award or honor
for his time in the army.
And it's very much talking about like Japanese Americans, how and how they still fought in World War II, even though like most of their families were sent into internment camps here in America.
Yeah.
And he's accepting an honor, and next to the wife of his friend from World War II who has passed away.
Constance, yes, thank you.
And so they're accepting this award together because the Miyagi was a captain or something. They together like led this platoon, I guess.
Yeah, I didn't catch
to a victory type.
Yeah,
thing.
I didn't catch what his title was.
And what is that? Was that a purple heart that he had?
That's what it looked like. I just saw a quick glimpse of it.
It was around his neck.
Yeah. I think it was.
I think that is. Yeah, I don't. I'm not really. No, I don't know my military awards very well. So, or honors, I guess.
I can't remember off the top of my head.
So they accept this award and honor.
It was either Purple Heart or a Valor.
Well, he already had it when he was showing up, I think.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah. It was either a Purple Heart
because
or
this was
Valor.
like an honoring of like the entire platoon, not just these two people. Like they were accepting it for the platoon.
Yeah, I'm just saying it's one or the other. I just can't remember.
We're spending too much time on this moment. That really means nothing for the entire movie, other than introducing the main character, like the Julie's grandfather.
Did we know that he was military before?
Yeah,
we did.
Yeah, he talks about it in Karate Kid 1.
Okay, I couldn't remember.
I mean, because he brings up how he lost his wife while he was gone at war.
Right. Cool.
And so then it just goes into dinner.
And this is really just this is how we're going to introduce Miyagi into this family,
because this is now Miyagi. So like Karate Kid takes place in California. This is set in Boston, cross country. Woo. Mm. So and the entire movie is set in Boston. So yeah, Miyagi ends up, he's like staying for dinner, to talk with his friend's wife, they both miss him, or his friend, very much, obviously. And she's like, "Oh, I want you to meet my granddaughter." And then Julie just like bat out of hell just comes kicking in the door. It's like, "This is Mr. Miyagi. Do you want to meet your grandfather's friend?" "Yeah, sure, whatever." It's like, damn, angry kid.
Well, then it follows that really awkward dialogue.
Yeah.
"My parents died in a car crash."
I'm like, thanks. Now, okay, we get it.
I was like, that was really, really forced and really weird. Like,
and she's getting meat. She's grabbing meat out of the fridge because she's gonna go feed a friend.
For a friend.
Yeah. It's like, what? It's like, what? Why are you?
Also, when Grandma says "what friend," that sounded really poignant. Like, I was like, "Damn, Grandma,
what friend?
Yeah,
you don't have any friends." And she really doesn't, actually.
No, she really doesn't.
It's like, how long has she been going to this school? And it seems like nobody fucking like she's meeting everybody for the first time in a weird way.
That's what it feels like, but it's like, that's another like kind of weird writing thing because it feels that way, but it's clearly not.
It's like, I feel like it was like the movie was written in a way like she was supposed to be like new at school.
And they scrapped it last minute.
Scrapped it last minute, but couldn't change some of the script stuff.
Yeah, like, it was already like too far gone. Like,
yeah, exactly. So yeah, well, I mean, essentially this. So Julia runs out, and it kind of sets up Miyagi, saying maybe like he, in his own ways, like, you go back to my home in California, and you like tend to my garden. Essentially, he's like, my waters need flowered. I am talking weirdly backwards today. Wow, and I just slurred that. Am I drunk? Maybe I'm drunk. Maybe I'm still drunk. Am I Bert right now?
Please don't. If anything, I'm Bert right now because I'm all over the place.
Okay, so he pretty much says like, I'll stay here for the summer, or for the school year, or for this time being, and pretty much like help Julie deal with her anger and grief. Because he's done one kid, he can save another kid.
Exactly. But boy's easier.
Exactly. Well, I mean, just don't walk into somebody's room like that. It's like, god damn.
For real.
So yeah, I guess now we get introduced that Julie actually has like a heart because she's saving this. She's helping this injured hawk, which I don't know how the fuck there's a hawk in Boston.
I'm sure there's hawks in Boston.
Maybe a lot of seagulls.
I'm sure there's hawks in Boston.
I don't know. Well,
I think hawks are a little more commonplace than you think they are.
Nah. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. But yeah, it just happens.
It's not like it's proper, but
it's okay. Whatever. There happenstance. There's like this bird encagement on the roof that you find out that apparently the janitor kept pigeons in at one point. But this was also one of the most ridiculous cop chase scenes. Like, the cops show up, they see her on the roof. The cops aren't going to go into the goddamn school and chase after her. They're going to wait outside and be like, well, let's wait for her to come down.
I love that she pegged a flashlight at him.
Yeah,
like,
right?
You just made that assault,
right?
Technically.
And then, of course, they can't keep up with her. Did she get arrested? I can't remember. No, she gets back home. She gets away from the cops.
She gets arrested later.
That's right.
That's why you're probably confusing.
Yeah. Because, no, she gets back home. And no, that's right, because that's when she talks to the grandma, and the grandma tells her that she's going to leave and Miyagi's going to stay.
Which she has, Julie has no, qualms about this
strange man.
You're going to leave me with this strange man that I don't know and that you haven't probably seen in a couple decades.
It's like in another universe, this is how a sex trafficking thing happens.
This is out of context, this is the plot of Taken.
Hey, Mark Hamill.
Oh, yeah.
With Luke Besson. They made it together.
Hey, look at that.
But he has nothing. He just created Mike. Anywho. I mean, essentially, this is now she goes to school the next day. Miyagi drops her off.
This is when you meet Ned.
You meet Ned. Well, first you meet Creepy Boy.
That's Ned.
Oh, that's right. Eric is sweet
Eric
boy.
is heartthrob.
Yeah, heartthrob. God, he's an idiot. Also, I remember watching this as a kid, and that scene where he's walking on top of the train. I remember thinking that was the coolest goddamn thing. I want to be that guy.
Oh, the train's going backwards. He's going forward.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ned, who literally just the creepiest, rapiest vibe. Not even vibe. That's
Predator.
He's literally he sees she's skipping class, and so these alpha. What are the alpha elites? Is that?
Yeah, that says something very important. So Michael Ironside plays a character named Dugan, and he's Dugan, and he's the crease. He's the the silver. He's the bad guy, and he has this platoon of
army cadets, pretty much.
Yeah, he has this weird little it's not a military academy that they're at.
No, it's not. It's a regular high school.
But this principal has hired this fucking sociopath to do what?
Maybe he's is he the security of the school, and then he being being head security of the school, he has his own army cadets.
He's
extracurricular thing.
It's Chang.
That's 100%. It is Chang.
Yeah, it's that whole.
I just had a weird flashback to my high school. Our head security officer, or one of the security officers, coached kickboxing classes after school.
Is that a thing in my high school that I missed? I didn't know there was a head of security. Was it Jim? Anyone that went to maybe it was Jim.
Yeah, actually, ask Matt. I really want to know.
Yeah, because if Jim was head of security, that guy was way too lax. That guy was fucking chill.
No, yeah, high schools generally have head of security.
Is that really a thing?
That's a thing. Yeah.
I was so confused.
Did you think I was making that up as I was saying that?
I was and then watching the movie, I was like, this isn't a fucking thing. And then you're confirming that it's a fucking maybe not to this degree, but what are you talking about? Head of security
at a high school?
I mean, it makes sense, but who was it? Who was my head of security? I'm just so confused. Because also, that means that what that says to me is that whoever it was clearly wasn't doing their job well, because I had no idea who the fuck they were.
Or
they were that good.
Or they were that good. Or maybe you just weren't that bad of a troubled kid.
Yeah, I don't know.
He didn't get in as much trouble as he thought.
So confused.
Or you didn't get in that kind of trouble where they needed security.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Oh, I'm crying. Okay. Yeah, so Michael Ironside plays Dugan. That I'm assuming it's head of security of the school. They never specify what his role in the school is.
They never explain what he is at all.
Other than just dark side in school.
Yeah, and he has these group of boys that are like
wear all like tight black shirts
and the like acid wash jeans.
Yeah,
like
so 90s.
Yeah, like mom jeans, kind of.
Yeah,
like,
some Wranglers
where they're kind of baggy, but they show off your butt really well. Those kind of jeans.
Yeah, 90s jeans.
90s jeans.
I wore them. I remember.
But he like, and they're called the Alpha Elites, and they're like basically hall monitors on crack.
Yeah, they're like, it's literally a weird military enforced
cocaine.
Yeah, cocaine. A lot of cocaine.
A lot of cocaine.
But so yeah, he sees her sitting there like skipping class in like I don't know, I guess like a green room or something.
Yeah, that was also random. Like, where is she?
Yeah. And he immediately is just like, skipping class, huh? And he's like, you know what? Maybe I won't tell anybody if you go on a date with me on the docks. You know you want it, Julie. You know you want to.
Also, what's his obsession with the docks?
I don't know.
That's like all he ever says. Meet you to the docks.
Gonna
you
go
want to
to
go
the
to the docks?
Let's get to the docks.
Yeah, it's like, dude. But also I thought it was just kind of weird too. It's like, Julie, you know that there's this testosterone like driven monkeys running around.
Yeah.
Skip school, leave the school.
Yeah,
like,
leave this school. Don't
be,
go. Like, I need to switch schools.
Yeah, like. But yeah, so this Ned guy obviously has like this obsession with Julie, and he is very forward and gross with it.
Yeah, it's actually kind of uncomfortable.
It's very uncomfortable. It's something I'm like,
it's weird to think about because in the 90s, that was probably just like, oh, that's, guy is just going to treat a girl like that because he's the bad guy. It's like, now in today's climate, it's like, this is obscenely. Like,
there's entire shows about it.
Yeah.
Like 13 Reasons. There's entire shows about this kind of toxic masculinity, you know? And it's like, yeah, that and
it's kind of brushed off as like he's just the bad guy, whatever.
And in this era, it's just kind of a plot point.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not an actual issue.
Yeah, it's like in a way this should be 100% an issue.
Yeah, it's really uncomfortable. It's really weird.
So yeah, she gets taken to the principal's office and for a cut in class, and this is going to be her last chance. If she cuts class again, she's going to get suspended or kicked out of school or whatever.
And the principal is just kind of like, okay,
yeah, to
Dugan. It's like, who is this guy? Who is this Dugan guy?
He's apparently running the school. Like, yeah,
like,
and this is when you meet Eric. And apparently, Eric and Julie have never seen each other before in school because this is their meet cute. And apparently, he's kind of He's suave, he's not going to take any of her shit. He's like, she's angry, but he likes it.
He even says something creepy too.
What? Oh, yeah.
Something about her being feisty or something.
Yeah, you're feisty, aren't you? I like them feisty. I like them when they fight. I'm just saying that made me feel gross.
Ted, never break up a chick fight. That episode just came
on. So, I mean, he ends up following her into the bathroom, but he's supposed to be a hall monitor. He's supposed to be escorting her to class, so whatever. But also, she's in the bathroom for a long time. He's like, hello, Julie, where you at? Like, come on, and realizes that, oh, no, she climbed out the window.
And she's on the roof talking to her bird angel.
Hawk. Yeah. And then she gets all angry, like, you're not supposed to be up here. He's like, well, here I am.
Yeah.
And then he's all like, now he's got the upper hand on her, so now he can, the way that he does, I don't know. It's really weird because she just kind of follows him now because of this. Like, he doesn't have to do anything.
Well, he basically blackmailers into a date, basically.
Not even so, because he's not asking her out or anything. He's just like, he's like, I don't know. Yeah. If you, like, I'm not, like, he's not saying he's not going to say anything, but
then he kind of kidnaps her.
She got in the car herself. And he's like, oh, if you want to come, I'm going to work. Like, I guess you're coming to work with me.
Is this kidnapping?
Is this kidnapping?
Could this be construed as kidnapping?
But so, I mean, in between all of that, there's Miyagi showing up to pick up Julie at school, but Julie, she's leaving off with Eric, but you get Miyagi introduced to Dugan pretty much. Yeah. And this is pretty much, and I feel like that's good just like to kind of set up everything because now this movie can kind of like skip along in a weird way. Does that make sense?
Yeah, because now, because we meet the bad guys, we meet the Cobra Kai,
Yeah.
basically.
We also see the after school program that Dugan's running where he's literally just beating kids up.
Yeah,
he's like, come and try and hit me. It's like watching. I was like, why? What is this? Like, yeah, what is with the adults in this universe and wanting to just beat up on children for no reason?
Yeah, no, it's insane. It's absolutely insane, and I absolutely love it. Every second of it. I think it's amazing. So yeah, in the Karate Kid fashion, we find out that Julie, has these anger issues and is just having kind of a hard time in general. Doesn't help that she is pursued by yet another sociopath, but not in a I want to beat you up for taking my girl Daniel-san way, in a very predatory sexual way, and it's incredibly uncomfortable. But yeah, it really just becomes like,
I mean, yes, I guess quick, to go quicker bullet points than my expanding my bullet points. She goes to her and Eric have a fun date, and he says he's not going to tell anything about Hawk. Her and Miyagi get into an argument, and she's like, I don't want to be in this house anymore. She runs out, almost gets ran over by a pizza delivery car, or a pizza delivery guy. And this is where Miyagi, this is kind of like the inciting action for Miyagi's story. Side of the story is he sees Julie jump up into tiger pose and land on top of this car. So Julie knows karate already in this movie.
Yeah, and it's explained later that her dad taught her.
That's literally the next scene.
Yeah.
Yeah, then the next scene, she runs back in. She was going to run away, and then she runs back in the house. And she's like, go ahead and tell me I'm a mess up. I just always mess up. And Miyagi's like, that's not Miyagi style.
Well, and it's also cool, too, because it's like, so Julie's dad taught her.
Miyagi-Do.
Her grandfather taught her dad, and Miyagi taught her grandfather.
Yeah.
So it becomes a cool little,
Yeah, there's a nice, heritage thing with it.
Yeah, immediately makes a stronger connection between Julie and Miyagi.
And Miyagi, yeah.
Which was cool.
And,
their writing was cool. That was kind of it, though.
Yep, exactly. Let's see, later, so now we go into that night, and she's breaking back into the school to feed Hawk again, but the fucking rape boys are there. They
chase her through a unlit school, whooping. What's the word I'm looking for?
Whoop whoop.
Yeah, doing that, and it's
hooting, hollering at her, calling her. It's super uncomfortable. It's it's
crazy.
If these young men got a hold of this young girl.
Yeah, she's literally...
It's turning into the scene in A Clockwork Orange on the goddamn stage.
It really is.
Yeah.
It's kind of mind-blowing that this was just
yeah, whatever. In the 90s,
yeah. It was yeah.
Yeah, this is what we're filming. I'm seeing the fear in Hilary Swank's face in this scene, and I'm like, this is real.
That's what's so weird about this movie is it's it has all these ornaments and trimmings of being a Karate Kid movie, and it's not.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not really a Karate Kid movie. It is kind of about a young woman avoiding being assaulted.
Yeah,
multiple times.
Yeah,
it's fucking bonkers. It's
so weird.
Fucking weird.
So yeah, she runs for her life, literally.
I was waiting for someone to come up behind me and be like, "What are you watching?" I don't know. I don't.
She runs for her life literally through the halls, and then she ends up. That's when the cops show up. So then she's suspended from school. Miyagi agrees to teach her some karate. I guess kind of before he agrees to teach her karate for make sure she does her school and whatnot.
And also, I just want to say, I think a good point too is that these boys are getting away with it because of Dugan.
Dugan, yeah.
He has this weird pull. She goes to the cop to be like, basically, these motherfuckers are chasing me and they're going to do something to me. And as she's going to tell the cop, Dugan gets out of the other side. And it becomes well, now
I'm screwed.
Yeah. Nothing I say is going to be believed. It's fucking, it's really, really ridiculous.
Yeah. So, yeah, she's been the Miyagi's been agreeing to teach karate and stuff. But obviously, it's karate for Miyagi is no, it's more inner finding your inner peace than it is about fighting.
It's about centering yourself.
Yeah,
yeah,
which is what karate is really about. And
not in Cobra Kai. No mercy.
Kick ass.
But no, that's Eagle Fang.
Yeah,
Eagle Fang is kick ass.
Yeah, no, I'd rather be Eagle Fang. Actually, I'd rather be Miyagi-Do, but. Actually, that's kind of a fun thing to think about. Are you
what
Eagle
house
Fang?
are you?
Yeah, are you Cobra Kai, Eagle Fang, or Miyagi-Do?
You're definitely fucking Eagle Fang.
Me?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, all right, let's have that conversation afterwards.
Okay.
We're running a little long on this one.
It's my fault. I'm sorry.
So this is when with her getting suspended. Now we're going to the Buddhist monastery, right? Monastery, is that the right? Or it's like it's where they live.
They call it a monastery.
They do, yeah. Okay.
They call it a monastery. Did you recognize one of the monks?
I recognize a couple of the monks, actually.
Well, there's one specifically that really like popped out to me.
I actually looked up which ones I recognize, and I can't think of why I recognized any of them now.
One of them is in Ace Ventura.
Which one?
The one that gives him the medallion that's like,
oh, yeah,
leave.
Yeah,
that guy.
Yeah.
I can't remember what his name is. Hey, look, I know that guy.
Yeah, that's right, yeah. So this is like when now Julie needs to find her inner peace, and some just nice life lessons, like through like Buddhist philosophy. She tries to kill a roach, and then she's kind of shunned by them until she realizes that there is
oh my god, that was an amazing moment. When she's like, when she says, "It's just like why." Oh, that's a stupid rule.
Oh, yeah.
And then Miyagi goes, it's stupid that gangs in their own neighborhoods kill each other. Mm-hmm. It's stupid that wars are fought. It's not stupid to respect life.
Yeah.
I was just like,
yeah,
damn, Miyagi.
Yeah. No, it's a very poignant life lesson for Julie to learn. And also, I mean, that's just a very wise, this is a very wise moment for the movie.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
So she finds a mantis to give to one of the monks. And the monks, they see that she's starting to understand. And there's, a respect coming back for her in this.
That whole scene made Sophia and I go on a deep dive of praying mantises.
Huh?
I don't know. I just realized we didn't know anything about praying mantises, so we just started reading a lot about them.
Oh, yeah. Apparently they don't really bite humans very often.
They're very docile.
Yeah.
They
which is very strange because
they make good pets.
Yeah. I've had a very weird encounter with a praying mantis staring at me and dancing like it's ready to fight.
I think they're terrifying. I think they're really terrifying. Their eyes.
Aliens. Yeah.
Their eyes.
They look like fucking aliens.
Their bodies are cool, but their eyes freak me out.
Anywho. So Julie's birthday happens here, and it's kind of a sweet moment where they actually bake her a cake and give her a special birthday. And she's like, my wish was for you guys to come visit us where we live. And this is really where the movie starts to go off the rails. It derails really hard.
Yeah, because the monks show up, and then we have one more moment that's really sweet. There's this whole thing about going to prom and yada yada.
Oh, and he's teaching her how to waltz.
Yeah, Miyagi gets her a dress. And
that's a very awkward moment when he's buying the dress for her.
Yeah, but it's funny.
Yeah,
it's a funny.
Yeah,
she's not short. She's not tall.
Yeah, he's it's just in the middle of everything.
Yeah, he's just not helpful at all. That was really sweet. And then he puts her under the guise that they're gonna do this new kind of karate lesson, and so he's teaching her these steps, punch, swings,
which is a 3-step.
Yeah, so and then it turns into he's teaching her how to dance because she doesn't know how, and it was just a really sweet.
It's really sweet. There's also, he also talks about how her grandfather taught him how to dance because Miyagi never thought he could dance, and his grandfather was like, if you can do karate
and you can fight, you can dance.
Yeah, because fighting is nothing but
and it
dancing.
creates that heritage thing again. That bond is getting stronger.
Exactly.
You knew my grandfather now, and I'm kind of missing a father-like figure.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, it was just it was really sweet. It was very sweet.
And you find out that Eric has asked her to prom, and she's kind of weird and awkward teenager about it. It's like, this guy clearly likes you. Go with him. You like him. You clearly like him. Miyagi sees it, and he's like, is he not nice boy? What's wrong with him?
Do you not like boy? And
Yeah.
He's like, no, I do. He's like, okay, then what's the problem?
And she's like, well, I don't know how to dance. I don't know how to dress. And he
fixes it.
He takes care of it for her. And when Eric... Then all the monks are visiting them now, and Eric shows up to pick her up. Also in his fucking awesome car that he fixed. Eric's a really cool guy. You think,
I just really want to hang out there.
When I was a kid, I remember thinking, this guy's really cool. He knows how to fight. He has this cool car. He's getting the cool chick.
He's got great hair.
Yeah, he does.
He had great hair. Really poofy.
I love Miyagi threatening him with a goddamn knife.
The cucumber?
Yeah.
I was like, that's really on the nose there.
Right? He's like, bring her home by 10. He's like, well, the dance isn't over until midnight. So at 1, what do you do for that hour? You respect her? I will respect her for 1 hour. I was like, that's a weird way to put that.
That's a weird way. And then I'm not gonna respect you no more.
And then the sweetest moment is when he comes upstairs to tell her that Eric's ready, and
Get misty.
no, I was tearing up. I was like seeing him like it's like, oh, it's my granddaughters all growing up.
Yeah,
and she's like, no, and she talks about her parents and you know how he's like, they'll always be in your heart and whatnot. I'm just like, it's like right here. I'm like, this is Academy Award winning actress Hilary Swank right here, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. Here we found her.
But yeah, then we get to the prom and everything's fine and dandy, and then
until Alpha Elite
does a bungee jump from the ceiling.
Seriously, what the fuck was that stunt? Why?
I rewound it like 3 times because I was like, am I missing something? Like,
yeah, there's no rhyme or reason for them to be doing this other than just to crash prom. Why? Because they couldn't fucking get dates because they're too fucking predatory.
And like one of them hurts himself.
Yeah, he breaks his arm, and then like Ned's like, "You're fucking fine, aren't you? Testosterone,
Cocaine,
Cobra Kai, no mercy."
All the bad guys are just on cocaine. They're all so fucking intense.
I know.
But yeah, so like this is the final. This is the tournament moment.
Yeah,
the
tournament.
What?
You said tournament.
I did. Yeah. The tournament. This is the tournament.
The fight go ahead at the docks. And
at the fucking docks. I can't with the docks. They're gonna get into a fight. Julie and Eric leave.
Yeah. So they leave, and Ned is like Ned, right?
Yeah, Ned.
Yeah. Like he's like, you took my girl type like fucking vibes and whatnot.
So he shows up and he starts busting out the windows to his car.
That poor car. Oh my god.
And then like peels off in his Jeep, going to the docks.
If you really want to fight, we'll just meet you at the docks. So and Eric's like, I'm gonna end this here and now. I'm gonna end it. Like, it gets Julie out of the car. Julie's like, no, Eric, no, stop. And yeah, he goes off to the fucking docks.
And then they jump him.
Yeah.
And he thinks it's going to be like a one-on-one. Also, he's standing there in front of his Jeep with the barrels on fire. I'm like, we're doing some like ambiance.
Yeah, no, it's like he's setting it up. Like, this is time for death.
He's standing there. I just heard Mortal Kombat. But then the other alpha elites or whatever the hell they're called, show up and they just
with Dugan,
the adult, the teacher.
Yeah.
The adult of the situation.
He's like, he's like, blow up the car.
And they blow up his car.
Yeah.
They immediately, not even like think
what
about
kind of car was that? Was that a Charger?
He says, I can't remember.
Okay.
But like, without even, it's like one of the kids just goes with a gallon of gasoline and starts dousing the car.
Walt Goggins, buddy.
Yeah. Lights it on fire. It explodes. And then they proceed to beat the living shit out of Eric.
Yeah. Which then Julie and Miyagi show up. And kind of like, you know, it's kind of de-escalating. It's not de-escalating, but like they're about to murder him until Dugan says finish him off, doesn't he?
Yeah, no, it's the sweep the leg moment, but it's like he's on the ground and they're like
sweep. He's like, kill him.
Yeah.
It's like, we've escalated. We went from sweep the leg to murder.
Yeah, and then all these other kids are like finally kind of like snapping back to reality of like, wait, you want to do what now?
Yeah. And then so Julie shows up and they get Eric up and they're like, Miyagi's like trying to get them to leave, but Julie's like, no, like, I need to do this. I need to let me fight him.
Yeah.
You know, and it's kind of it's that proving moment for Julie, but like, I'm gonna prove to these predatory assholes that I can protect myself and that they will not bother me anymore.
Yeah. And it's a her facing her. Fuck.
It's like it's a weird. It's finding an inner balance in a weird way. It's like I was
trying to think of that thing in Harry Potter.
Oh, Goblet of Fire.
No, the creature that comes out that you have to like. It becomes like a Dementor and attacks Harry.
Oh, I do not remember.
You remember what I'm talking about?
I have a vague idea what you're talking about. I don't know why I'm not remembering fully what you're talking about.
Oh no, I gotta stop doing that. I gotta stop bringing up Harry Potter stuff. I can't remember. She's gonna yell at me.
We both get in trouble when we don't remember. But anywho, so she fights Ned. She's fucking kicking his ass.
Well, there's also that scene where he's like offering up the first punch.
Oh,
to her,
yeah.
and then he just goes to fucking like side swipe full force, and then I was like,
because even Dugan's like, if you fight her, you end her.
yeah,
Like, Dugan's fucking psycho.
yeah.
And so they start fighting. She's got the upper hand. She's a better fighter than him. So then he has to blind her. Oh, we forgot about the blindfolded training at the monastery. It's her crane kick like moment.
Yeah, where she you learn to fight with all your senses, not just your eyes, basically.
Yeah.
So she can't see. She's got sand in her eye, and she
does the pray, does the kick. Like she blocks his kick, blinded, and then is able to jump kick, crane kick him in the face, kick to the face. Oh man, I want to talk about season 4 now. I just remembered a bunch of kicks to the face. And yeah, so she beats Ned, and then Dugan's like, get up and fight her, and Ned's like, no, this is over. And then he's like telling the other boys like, go kick her ass, kill her. And it's so weird to say. And they're like, no, like this is done. We're done. And Dugan's like, no, it's not done. And then Miyagi's like, fine, then it'll end between you and me.
Yeah.
And then Miyagi kicks the shit out of Dugan. Like literally, I don't think Miyagi got hit once.
Yeah, no, but I just don't know. It's just fucking like, okay, great. You beat him up. You call the police.
Yeah, no.
This
please,
man needs to
please call the
this
police.
man needs to be arrested. He should not be in charge of teaching young minds.
She should not be around young children ever.
No, it's like this is not good.
And then he beats the crap out of Dugan, and then Eric and Julie and Miyagi are walking away, and Julie is like, you kicked his ass. Like you could say it. Like you kicked his ass. And finally, he kind of like does a weird admitting, like it's like fighting's bad, but if fight necessary, always win. Make sure you win.
Yeah. Like I think that's also like between the lines is like pick your fights.
Yeah.
Like,
and that's literally the end of the movie. Oh, we've got to talk about the releasing angel part.
Whatever.
The animal. Yeah, but it's actually. But hey, that's another like good moment for Julian Hilary Swank's acting. You know?
Yeah, but you're right. The movie then just kind of over.
But that's how all the Karate Kids end. They just end kind of abruptly.
I guess I really just don't remember this Karate Kid franchise that much. I think I just remember the key
I
points.
rewatched all of them during pandemic last year.
Okay, so they're pretty fresh for you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, the movie just kind of ends with Miyagi's wise words and a very strange movie that was made.
Yeah.
Like it's weird. It's weird to think of this being a Karate Kid movie. I mean, the only thing that makes it a Karate Kid movie is because of Miyagi.
That's what's weird about it. There's just this lack.
The Karate Kid is Daniel LaRusso.
It's like the lack of just karate in it.
Yeah.
It's just really, except for obviously her training. Mm-hmm. But even that's like a really quick kind of like montage.
Yeah, because
which they're always in, but like
yeah, but
always,
because like the first Karate Kid, it's about Daniel learning karate and then getting back at Cobra Kai through the karate tournament. So karate is a overarching theme through the entire movie.
They go to Japan and they meet his other student that he has
his brother and whatnot. Yeah.
You
know, and like all that stuff. And then the third one is about how Cobra Kai is, manipulative and whatnot. I mean, that one has a little bit less karate in it as well. I don't think it actually has a tournament. I don't remember the end of it actually.
And
oh no, yeah, it's that one's a little bit less karate as well. And then then there's this one where literally they find a bond because of karate. That's why she's the next Karate Kid.
Yeah. I mean, because there is definitely the theme of karate, but it's like it's very so loosey goosey. I think you hit the nail on the head, being like the main thing is Pat being in this is Mr. Miyagi. Like it's like the glue.
It's the only thing.
But it's also like a weird unnecessary glue.
Yeah,
because if you were just to take that out and then just tweak it a little bit and rewrite it,
that would be some other karate master is in here instead of Miyagi.
Yeah,
you don't have the next Karate Kid. You have how to not be prey on a predator.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right, so where are we at on rating?
I have no idea. I actually haven't. I did not think about that at all.
Really?
Mm-mm.
It's weird because this is another it's really in the middle. Like I don't think it's a gremlin, but it kind of is a gremlin. And so I mean, I guess it's a mogwai that's eaten after midnight. It's turning into a gremlin.
Yeah, because there are definitely moments that are a product of its
surprisingly
time.
good. Moments that are surprisingly good and then very much a product of its time.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess yeah. Oh, that was quite the pop of
Yeah,
my. That was my ankle.
Oh my god.
Felt so good. Let's do Mogwai that's eaten after midnight.
Yeah.
Because it does, because it also, like our rating system has kind of been changing too in the light. It's like with this, we did get Hilary Swank.
Yeah.
It's very, and who knows.
But I guess, let's really think about this as a movie as itself. I guess it kind of is a gremlin because the movie it isn't a good movie. It has moments of, Mogwai that's eaten after midnight.
Yeah.
It's like, even not even thinking about the fact that it gave us Hilary Swank. It's like, yeah.
Join us next week for 2010's The Karate Kid.
No, you know what we're doing next week. You don't remember, do you?
No, I do. Is that next week?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Cool.
Next week we're going to be doing Groundhog's Day.
Yeah, we're doing Groundhog Day next week. We're giving this a Mogwai that's eaten after midnight. I feel like we didn't wrap that up. We didn't button that.
That is its rating.
Yeah.
There you go.
But yes, I guess, guys, next week we're going to be doing Groundhog Day. Make sure to like, subscribe.
Is it Groundhog's Day or Groundhog Day?
Groundhog Day.
Hog, single.
It's because the groundhog that comes out of Groundhog.
I just clarified.
No, there's actually I've had this argument with people before.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Just making sure I'm saying it right. So please like, subscribe.
I'm gonna laugh if I'm fucking wrong.
Oh my god, I'm gonna so rub your nose in that.
Join us next week for Groundhog Day.
You just said it like such a matter of fact. I hope you're wrong. So thank you everybody. This is Tommy.
This is Jacob.
This is Tommy Jacob's mixtape.
I'm second guessing myself so bad.